check who it is first?
I always check, damn it.
Hello, fellas.
Sure no one followed you?
Now, do you think I'd walk in here if I thought somebody was following me, Fritz?
Listen, Munson, this place ain't safe anymore. I want you to tell the district attorney that I want to be moved to a different hideout.
Oh, not again.
Fritz, I've been with the marshal's office for at least 12 years, and all that time, you've been the biggest pain in the neck I've ever had to guard.
Listen, you guys don't even believe that Cavell and his partner got a contract out on me.
Well, look, the DA has us babysitting you around the clock. Doesn't that show his heart's in the right place?
I don't care. 4 days in one spot is precedent. Okay, I'm cutting out.
Why, sure, you do that, Fritz. Tomorrow's obit in the racing form is going to have the world's worst dresser making book on a daily line at St. Pete's pearly gates.
Well, at least it won't be the world's worst snitch.
Oh, come on now. Fritz, you're not going to cut out on that reward money by not showing up in court and fingering Cavell. Knock it off.
20,000 against my life. That's the way it always is. Whenever you're down on your luck, the odds are always rotten.
Well, hang in there, boy. 2 more days and it's all over.
Yeah, if I live long enough.
Who is it?
It's the maid. You want your room done?
No, that's all right. Come back later.
Okay. What about fresh towels? You got enough?
No, we have plenty of them.
Hey, wait a minute. We'll take some towels. You never leave me any clean ones when I come on duty. Freeze! Fritz!
Me? Are you saying that I would have something to do with killing a marshal?
You know something, Cavell? You're not easy to take on an empty stomach. Yeah.
Lieutenant?
Right. What is Jones doing here?
Same thing I've been doing since the people at California Meridian hired me. Trying to convince people like you of the error of their ways.
Well, let's get on with it. The matter of the people versus Monty Cavell, waiting trial on the charge that he and an unidentified John Doe took part in a $700,000 robbery of Los Santos racetrack. Present, along with Mr. Cavell, are Barnaby Jones, investigator for Los Santos Underwriters, California Meridian Insurance, Mary Allen, stenographer, and Lieutenant John Biddle, LAPD. The accused has waived the right to have his attorney present. For the record, Mr. Cavell, is that correct?
Oh, sure. My lawyer's only going to say what I've been saying all along anyway. It's a frame.
Just like Barnaby is supposed to have planted part of the stolen track receipts in your apartment when he nailed you, right?
That's right. And when we get in court, it's going to be his word against mine.
And the word of Fritz Simon. He was there when we took you, remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, now that's your story, isn't it? Only I hear that Fritz isn't around anymore. I guess maybe he must have had second thoughts about perjuring himself with all those lies that you had him tell.
Cavell, we all know you have a sense of humor, but will you forgive us for not laughing on account of the gravity of the situation? There's been a killing.
Oh, yes, the marshal. Uh-huh. And what are you going to do? You going to frame me with that one, too? Gee, that ought to be a neat trick, especially seeing as how I was locked up in my cell at the time.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. There's an urgent call from Mr. Jones.
Thank you. Excuse me.
You wait here. Barnaby, you're right, as usual. There is no way Cavell is going to deal away his partner's identity for a lighter rap now.
Well, I wouldn't. without the threat of Fritz taking the witness stand.
You're the only one Fritz trusts. You gotta make sure he testifies or we are really in the soup.
We gotta find him first.
Barnaby Jones' office, may I help?
Fritz, is he there?
Could you hold on for just a moment? It's Fritz. I don't know what to say to him.
Fritz, JR. Listen, Barnaby isn't here yet, so why don't you tell me where you are and I'll come and pick you up, okay?
Yeah, with the mop if I hang around here any longer. Come on, I gotta keep moving.
Wait a minute, don't hang up. He's here. It's Fritz.
Fritz, you got all your friends worried about you.
I haven't got any friends. Especially that DA that almost got me snuffed.
One man got himself killed trying to protect you. The least that you can do is try to hold up your end of the bargain.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'll think it over on one condition.
You've got more conditions than a condominium lease. What is it?
$1,000 advance on that reward money and we'll talk.
Where do we meet?
You meet me in the 3D parking area at the municipal parking lot on 9th Street there. And be there at 8 o'clock tonight.
Should have seen it. These two marshals were just changing shift, and the maid knocks on the door. You know, she wants to do the room.
Yeah, Fritz. Munson told us all about it.
Who would have figured that it would have been a guy dressed up like a broad? You think it was Covell's partner in the heist?
We don't know. He's still in a coma. Police haven't got a report on the prints yet.
What's that?
Street traffic. You keep jumping around like that, somebody's gonna throw a net on you.
Fritz, why don't you leave your car here and we give you a ride over to the DA's office?
Oh, no. No, I pass on that. I'm going to be in my own protective custody from now on. How about my $1,000?
Here's 50.
$50? How far's that going to get me?
Not as far as an airline ticket counter, that's for sure. You got a date in court that'll keep you eating for a while.
Oh, no. You got to nail Covell's partner first. You prove to me that the contract on yours truly has been canceled, and then I'll come into court. Not before that. $50.
Fritz, you know I'm not going to try to stop you, but think of what you're doing.
Barnaby Jones' office, may I help you?
Betty, it's JR. Hi. JR Jones, how are you?
Well, hi, I'm Betty Jones. Would you care to dance?
Betty, I'm sorry. I think I just fell in love here. Are you a new student here?
Please, I have to make an important call.
JR, who are you talking to?
Betty wants to know your name.
It's Laura.
Phone number?
Please.
JR, why don't you call me back when you can keep your mind on business, hmm?
Betty, listen, just do me one favor. Tell me Barnaby doesn't need me. I may get married today.
Well, I'm sure Barnaby will want to congratulate you, but he's gone to meet Lieutenant Biddle at the hospital. They've identified the hitman.
You're kidding, who?
Well, all I know so far is he's a small-time junkie, name of Larry Riggs.
All right, I better call him at the hospital. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Listen, this'll only take a minute.
Okay, sure. Mine can wait.
Thanks. Oh, no. Can you lend me a dime?
Gonna have to stick around till I get it back.
Thank you. Hello, operator? Operator, I'd like to place a collect call to a Mr. Harrison Woods in Aspen, Colorado. The number's 555-7431. This is his daughter, Laura Woods. Here's your time. Thank you very much.
There's a small matter of interest, but we can talk about that later.
Hello, Daddy? Daddy, it's Laura. No, I'm not at the lodge. I'm in Los Angeles. Didn't you get my note? Daddy, please don't be angry with me. I know that you warned me about him, but I thought that Johnny was different. He said that if I followed him back to Los Angeles, he'd... Oh, Daddy, he's not a student like he said he was. They never even heard of him. Daddy, please don't say things to me like that. I need your help. Please send me some money. No, Daddy, please don't hang up. Daddy, please don't...
Listen, lots of people get stranded. You know, even me once. You know what's the matter with you? I'm gonna tell you what's the matter with you. You're hungry, huh? Right?
Thanks, but
I'm hungry. So what do you say if we both talk all about this over a cheeseburger, huh?
Okay.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be just a minute.
You're very nice.
Well?
Nothing to it.
Doctor's still in with Riggs. Doesn't look good.
Interesting item in his police record. He once worked at the Los Santos racetrack.
Yeah, he was a morning workout rider. Till he was barred 2 years ago on a narcotics bust.
Doesn't sound like the kind of talent Covell would want for a partner in a major racetrack heist.
I've known junkies who would kill their own mother for a fix. Who knows what Covell wanted him to do?
Senator.
Want to come in?
Sinking fast. You can try talking to him now if you want.
Riggs? Riggs, I'm a police officer. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm hurting. Man, I'm hurting bad.
I'm sorry, Riggs. You're not going to make it. Now, why don't you get it off your conscience? Are you Monty Covell's partner? Were you paid by his partner to hit Fritz Simon?
Ange, please. I'm hurting real bad.
It's not the wound. 8 milligrams IV. On top of everything else, he's suffering from drug withdrawal.
Sound like Angie, Angelo.
Does that ring a bell with you?
I don't know why. I can't say it doesn't.
Riggs, I need more. This Angie, Angelo. Is that a first name or a last name?
Promised. Straighten.
He's gone.
Thanks, JR. I really enjoyed the lunch.
Me too. We have got to make a habit of this.
That's very sweet of you, JR. But if you're thinking of making a charity case out of me, it's all right. I'm not going to starve.
Well, now, what are you going to do? You're going to move home to Aspen?
After the way my father spoke to me on the phone, I don't think I ever want to go back there again.
Hmm. Did you lose your key?
Look, I'd invite you in, but $7 a day rooms aren't very attractive.
Tell you what, you let me in to use the phone, and I will put these on. See, they're rose-colored.
Okay.
Not bad at all, not bad at all. See, first thing we do is we can put the fireplace over there, then we rearrange the furniture, extend the pool into the living room, and a little imagination.
JR, you're a nut. A nut in shining armor, but a nut.
Will 9 get me an outside line on this?
No, you have to go through the motel office. Coffee?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'd like to make a local call, please. Yeah, the number is 555-9110. Thanks. You know, on second thought, I think we're going to have to abandon this palace after all.
Don't tell me. You found a flaw?
Well, with a new dining room set and my stereo equipment, snooker table, might be room if we hang it from the ceiling, but there still won't be any room left in the nursery.
I see. Well, Mr. Jones, before we think of having children, I suppose that I should get a job to help a struggling young law student pay for all of this. I got it. If it ever snows in Los Angeles, I can get one as a ski instructor.
Is that what you did in Aspen, huh? You taught skiing?
Sure.
Any good?
No.
Barnaby Jones.
Barnaby.
Where are you calling from, Las Vegas?
Las Vegas.
Yeah, Betty said you were getting married today. I figured that's the reason you hadn't called.
Listen, I tried to get you at the hospital. They told me you were in with Riggs.
He's dead.
Riggs is dead? Oh, man. Well, where does that leave us?
I'm not sure, but I think the link to Covell's partner might turn out to be a dope pusher I once heard about.
Oh, we're after a dope pusher, huh? How does that tie in with Fritz?
Meet me at the corner of 2nd and Main in 15 minutes, and I'll fill you in.
Okay, I'll see you there. Listen, I think I'm gonna have to take a rain check on the coffee.
You have to go, huh?
Yeah. Hey, listen, how about my place tonight, huh? My mama's chicken cacciatore recipe will put you away. You busy?
No, I'm not. I'm just thinking about that case you're working on. It's really dangerous, isn't it?
So's driving on the freeway.
Well, I just want you to be careful.
I'll see you at 7:30.
Okay.
.44-3, his leg's still bothering him. How'd it go?
Well, score one dinner date for Mata Hari. You know, I think that spying on Jones is a waste of time. Fritz is probably out of the country by now.
Oh, no. He's like every horse tout I've ever known. Makes a score every now and then, but winds up mostly broke. Believe me, with Jones dangling that reward money, Fritz isn't going to be too far from his pocket.
I don't think Jones is that confident. Right now, he seems more interested in finding a dope pusher.
Pusher? Did you give a name?
No, but he said that they're out looking for him.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Harry? Harry? Why don't we get out now? You've got the money. We can go any place we want. Forget about Fritz.
And end up running the rest of our lives. Is that what you want?
No, but
That's what'll happen. If Covell goes down, he'll end up selling me out. Don't you see getting rid of Fritz is the only way? What's wrong? You don't like using the Jones kid, huh?
I feel funny about it.
How nice for you. You're developing a conscience.
Little Angel from Angie or Angelo. How'd you come up with a pusher named Little Angel?
It came to me after I remembered I once had a run-in with Eddie over there.
The guy clearing the table?
He's a junkie. Used to feed his habit by bouncing off car fenders for the insurance. He had a pusher called Little Angel.
What are we wasting time here for? If Little Angel's a middleman or even Covell's partner, why don't we just go straight for him, no?
My street contacts tell me that Little Angel moves around a lot. We may have to go several places, but the trick is to find him before the trial starts tomorrow.
Okay. See if that old Tennessee bird dog trick of yours works.
Want coffee?
Yeah.
Sugar? Hey. Hey, you sure look like you're hurting, man.
Oh. Bad. I'm real bad.
Yeah, I've been there myself. What's the matter? Can't you connect?
I don't know. My man got busted. See, I got the bread here, but I lost my man.
Yeah, the street's getting pretty tight, but... Hey, maybe I can help anyway.
You help me connect? Where?
Well, the thing is, I'm a little short. Maybe we can help each other.
All right, look here, sure. It's 20 now, and 20 right here, okay?
Yeah, Pete, I'll be back in a while. No, hold it. No, you just sit right there until I bring him back.
Okay.
He's gonna want to look you over first.
Okay, hurry it up, okay? Yeah.
Hey, when did Little Angel ever deal from the bottom of the deck? It's 100%, man. Look for me around the track starting Thursday, huh? Hey, Harry, how about Riggs? I guess we're off the hook now, huh?
There's only one problem. He talked before he died. He said a private detective off looking for you.
You sure?
Out of all the two-bit flakes you could have hired to put Fritz away, why do you pick a junkie who used to ride for me?
Hey, stay cool, Harry. Riggs rode for a lot of stables, not just yours. This private eye'll never trace him that way.
Doesn't have to. He's gonna find you.
Come on, even if he does, you know he's not gonna get anything out of me. You know that.
No, I don't. You see, I don't know that at all.
Hey, wait a minute, Harry. I mean, please give me a chance to make it up to you.
Okay, we don't want the neighbors listening in. Let's take a walk over to my car and we'll talk about it.
Hey, Harry, what if I get Fritz? I mean, you find him and I'll snuff him. How about that, okay?
That sounds good to me. We'll talk about it in the car. Move.
Darling, I'm gonna carry you now. Take care of you. Yes, so sweet.
Fritz hasn't called yet, huh?
I can see by the look on your face that you haven't had much luck either.
Well, you know, there's not too many jobs in this building for skiing typists.
What's all this about?
Jedediah has been checking all the offices in the building to find a job for his new young lady.
Hey, are things that serious between you two?
Well, you know, just trying to help out a girl in distress.
Betty, you've been swamped with work lately. How would you like some help on a temporary basis?
You kidding me?
It's up to Betty.
Betty, I love you. You're terrific. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, Lieutenant, you're looking good. Looking good.
That kid on something?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Listen, I wouldn't mind that kind of high.
Little Angel's file. His real name is Anthony Searles. Not much on him. He was once arrested for pushing, but he beat the rap. Now, what I would like to know is why didn't you call me in on it?
Well, John, I didn't want to do that until I was certain that little Angel was the man that Riggs named.
Oh, any more on the man seen walking away from the shooting?
Oh, the witness said she only saw him from behind. Not much of a description to go on.
Well, that's kind of a knotty problem. If the man who was seen walking away did kill little Angel, why did he go after him in the first place?
Excuse me.
Well, since we're supposing, you think maybe it was because he knew you were on to him?
Well, that's what puzzles me. How did he know it was little Angel when I only guessed it about an hour or two earlier?
Barnaby, excuse me. It's that client you were expecting.
Ask him to hold for a couple of minutes.
That's all right. We can do some more supposing later on. Only, next time, don't hold out on me.
Fritz, where are you?
You got a pencil, Barnaby, baby?
You shoot.
All right, you take Highway 45 south. Come to Apple Road, make a right.
I think the garlic toast is burning.
Well, it's only the toast. Cacciatore's okay. You hungry?
Uh-huh.
Good.
JR, I was reading about the case in the papers this afternoon, and I think it's really unfair.
What's unfair?
They don't even mention your name.
I'm an Indian. I'm not one of the chiefs.
Even so.
Look, how about a taste?
It's fantastic.
Huh? Tell ya. The only way you can ruin my mother's cacciatore recipe is with a nuclear device.
Now, what about this witness that everybody's looking for? Do you think he'll show up at the trial?
What is this? I'm trying to impress you with my culinary talents and now you can talk about his business, huh?
Well, if I'm going to get a job in your office helping Betty, I think I should know a little bit about what you're working on.
Then you think you'll like it?
Like it? Like it, you bet. A racetrack robbery, somebody trying to murder a witness, chasing a dope pusher. It's a lot more exciting than working at a ski lodge.
Dope pusher? Did I tell you about that?
Well, yes, sir. Yes, that call you made from my place. The phone call you made to Mr. Jones. I overheard you mention a dope pusher.
Yeah, right. How about another taste here?
Wait a minute. There's something else that I want to try first.
Boy, this is some spread, huh, fellas? It's owned by Jake O'Hara, the cattle and feed guy. You know.
No, but I sure hope you do.
I didn't just break in here, you know. I once touted him on to 7 winners in a row. And ever since then, he lets me use the joint when he's out of town.
All right, how about it, Fritz? You been thinking it over?
What's the hurry, anyway? I'm lonely out here. I enjoyed the company.
Fritz.
All right. All right. I've been thinking about it. And the name Little Angel just doesn't connect.
What about his real name?
No? Anthony Searles? Doesn't mean anything to me either. Sorry, Barnaby. Sorry about the trial, too.
Yeah, so am I. Monty Covell would crack if you showed in court. You know that.
I don't know nothing, except I'm not gonna show. Not when his partner's out there somewhere looking to blow me away.
Oh, for crying out loud, Fritz, the least you could do is just meet us halfway.
Hey. Wait a minute. How do you like that? If I tied the name Angel to the name Cyril's, I'd come up with the name of a jockey I knew like that.
What can you tell us about him?
Well, not much. Except I lost a bundle on him once. When he fell, broke himself up pretty badly, coming around the backstretch. But there's a guy who might be able to help you. He was a trainer that Seals rode for. Name of, Stroop, yeah. Harry Stroop.
Cyril. Cyril. No, I never heard of him.
You sure, Mr. Stroop?
Well, we were told by a reliable source that Angel Searles once worked for you.
That's so?
If there's any doubt, we could check the payroll record.
Wait a minute. Now that I think of it, there was a jock I used once by that name. It's hard to keep track. So many come and go, you know?
We try to find people who know him. His friends, family.
I can't do you any good there. If I remember, he got hurt falling off his mount. And I never saw him again after that. I got a sick horse, Mr. Jones. Is there anything else?
No, if there is, we'll contact you.
Thank you.
Barnaby, you thinking what I'm thinking? Stroop's memory is just a little too convenient, huh?
That, and I can't figure how someone else would know we're looking for Little Angel.
Beats me.
What about those two at the Amber scene?
No, I made sure that they couldn't overhear what I was, No, they didn't hear me.
Well, what is it? Did you talk to somebody else?
No. Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Nothing, nothing. When I called you, it was from Laura's place, but there's nothing to worry about on that score.
Maybe. But until I told you about my hunch, Betty was the only other person who knew.
Oh, come on, Barnaby.
Jedediah, I'm not pointing the finger, but you just met this girl. Maybe you better find out a little more about her.
All right. I will check her out if you want me to. If it makes you feel any better, but I think it's a waste of time.
I'm sure it is, but those kind of doubts are best laid to rest. Wow, that's a blow. Sorry to hear it. The judge just turned down the DA's motion for a postponement of Covell's trial. Well, John, sorry to report things aren't much better around here. Right.
How long can the prosecution stall?
No later than tomorrow morning. What about your friend at the racetrack? She come up with anything?
Well, according to her bookkeeping records, Angel Searles did not race for Harry Stroop again after that riding accident.
What about Riggs?
Well, your hunch about him was right. Riggs also worked for Harry Stroop as a workout rider until he was barred for being a drug addict.
Well, that proves that there may have been a conspiracy between them, but it doesn't prove that Stroop was Covell's partner in a racetrack heist.
Or that he contracted Little Angel to hire Riggs for the hit on Fritz.
I guess I owe you an apology, Barnaby.
I was hoping that I would be the one who had to apologize.
Yeah, well, Laura's been... Damn. Everything she told was a lie. Everything. The lodge that she was supposed to work in Aspen never heard of her. The phone call to her father. The phone committee doesn't even have a listing for him. Oh, what a first-class patsy I am.
JR, she could have run away from home and she doesn't want to be found.
Betty, if the circumstances were different, I would buy anything, but it's gotta be Laura who fingered Little Angel. Nobody else knew about it. Oh, man, what a jerk.
Barnaby, I mean, a girl lies about her father and where she came from, all right. JR doesn't have... I mean, that doesn't automatically brand her a criminal, does it?
Maybe not, but I think it could stand a little further looking into.
Is there something wrong?
Nothing really, my mind is on the case.
Oh, JR. It'll still be there when we get back.
I thought you were so interested in how the case is going and where our witness is.
I thought I was... Oh, listen. Listen, I can hear your heart. Is it as happy as mine?
Look, it's late, and I have to get back to the office before Barnaby leaves.
Spoiled sport.
Yeah, well, Barnaby has to leave by 1 o'clock so he can pick up Fritz Simon for his date in court.
Guess what, JR? My father changed his mind. So I'll probably move out of here to a nicer place. But I'll call you, and I'll tell you where.
Sounds fine. See ya.
Hi. My, jumpy. Anything?
Don't you ever sneak up on me like that again.
Sorry, darling.
All right.
You haven't answered. Did you find out where Fritz is? What are you doing?
I'm getting out of here. JR didn't say anything. I'm sorry, Harry, but it just didn't work out.
Laura, you know me. You know what I'll do to you if it means staying out of jail. I want some answers.
All right. All right. Barnaby Jones is leaving his office at 1 o'clock this afternoon to pick up Fritz Simon. Now, that's all I know.
That's my girl. 1 o'clock, huh? Hey, Laura. You're not gonna go anywhere. You're gonna stay right here until I get back. You understand what I'm saying?
He just left, and Stroop's right behind him.
Well, Fritz, have you thought it over? Have you made up your mind?
Yes, I've thought it over, and I'm still not going to do it. Not as long as that guy's out there waiting to blow me away.
Well, think about it this way. Supposing that you don't confront him now, you might be running for the rest of your life.
Well, I'll take my chances on that. I'm not going into that courtroom, and that's all there's to it.
What about your duty as a citizen? All right, Fritz, all bets are off. You will come to court with me, fine. The marshal will come and get you.
You're going away for life, dummy. I'll make a book on it.
Go up to the house and call Lieutenant Biddle. While you're there, give Fritz back his clothes.
Oh, what a nice surprise. Come on in.
It's all over, Laura.
What are you talking about?
Just about now, Fritz Simon is in the witness box putting Monte Covello away.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And I figure to avoid a life sentence, Covello will probably make a deal by naming his partner in the racetrack robbery, Harry Stroop.
That's marvelous. JR, why so glum? It worked out just the way you wanted.
Laura. You know, things will go a lot easier for you if you just tell the police where Stroop has the heist money hidden.
I'm sorry, JR. I just wish I had met you before I met him.
So do I.
You all right?
I'm fine.
Baby, just one thing on my mind, a magical ride on a sweet sensation. Love can be so fine, and I got the time. Honey, let's not waste it. One thing on my mind, a magical ride on a sweet sensation. Love can be so fine, and I got the time. Honey, let's not waste it.
Beautiful. Terrific. I love it. Great.
Here, let me have it.
Thanks.
Say, if you're looking for some fun, I know where you can find it.
Don't tell me you own an amusement park.
No, but I do own a little house near here with a swimming pool and a well-stocked bar and tiki torches. Now, why don't you and me go have a party?
Sounds like a ball, but before leaving home, my mother made me promise to take care of my baby sister, Pearl.
If I'm going to teach you, you got to get a little closer.
Oh, yeah?
No, okay, now. Oh, what? Okay, now. You see? Oh!
Get out of me!
Oh! Wait a minute. Didn't I tell you I used to be a lifeguard?
No. I have a strange feeling there's a lot you haven't told me.
Oh, like what?
Like you're married?
All right. I'm married, but I'm separated. I was after 15 years. My wife walked out on me. Just like that. I don't mind telling you, Ruby. It hurt. But that's why I'm glad that I found you and your little baby sister, Pearl. Pearlie. Where's Pearl anyway?
Oh, she's probably just sleeping it off. She can't drink that much anyway.
You little thief! You was just ripping me off. You and your sister figured you had an easy pigeon, didn't you?
Oh, no.
My little sister Pearl, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Next time, look at little back. Get it! We'll fix you both now.
Doesn't look like he's breathing.
Well, he isn't, Ruby. He's dead. We better get out of here.
Can't leave him just like this.
What if someone saw us leave the club with him? Well, think of something. We'll dump him in the pool. He was drinking. They'll think he just slipped and hit his head on the side. What about the stuff?
We gotta put everything back. But if we don't put everything back, they'll know it wasn't an accident. And take one of these and wipe everything off, okay? Go on. I mean everything, Pearl.
I heard you, Ruby. I heard you. Hurry up.
I can remember a time when the only thing people did in pools was swim.
My husband bought that somewhere. Mr. Jones, I just don't believe it was an accident.
The police didn't find anything to say it wasn't.
Harry never went swimming late at night, drunk or sober. In fact, he rarely used the pool at all. He had other interests.
What other interests?
Women.
Oh, Mrs. Dunbar, are you sure?
Yes. Harry was going through sort of a middle-aged crisis. I found out that he was going to neighborhood bars and picking up women. I confronted him about it several months ago. And he said he swore he would stop. He said he still loved me. I loved him, and I forgave him.
Still, you think with you out of town for a few days...
Yes, he might have brought somebody here. Somebody who also might have stolen his coin collection.
Couldn't your husband have sold the collection while you were away?
That's what the police said. But Harry adored those old coins. Oh, please, Mr. Jones. I know it may sound selfish, but if Harry's death was an accident that I might have prevented by being here, then I'll have that guilt on my conscience for the rest of my life.
I'll do what I can.
Can you fix it or not?
Anything that runs on gas, I can fix. Tell the truth, Pearl, I'm just getting pretty tired of fixing things for you. I'm not getting anything in return.
Not getting anything? Harley, we go out together, don't we?
I'm not talking about that. I want you to marry me, Pearl. Settle down, have kids.
Harley, I'm not giving up my career. Ruby and me, we were born the same.
But you ain't getting anywhere.
That is because true talent takes time to mature. But we're gonna make it. You'll see. Now, you gonna fix this thing, or do I have to take it somewhere else?
Lester? Yeah, Harley? Well, you're not gonna use that socket wrench. Can I use it for a minute?
Here you go.
Lester. Don't run into the fender.
All right, Harley. You want money? This time I'm gonna pay you for your work.
But you said you was broke.
I am. But just as soon as I find a buyer for this coin collection, I'm gonna have some money.
Where'd you get that?
Well, we got it for playing this club last weekend.
The owner said it was worth a lot more than our usual fee.
Why don't you take it to a coin shop and sell it?
Well, to tell you the truth, Harley, I think this owner was a little bit shady. You know what I mean? Who knows where he got it? Anyway, I thought if I could find a dealer who was also a bit shady. You wouldn't know anybody like that, would you, Harley?
I got a friend that might.
I'd sure appreciate it, honey.
We'll see if I can get him.
Hey, Pearl, can you bring the brood bomb back to life?
Yeah. Ruby, remember when Mama used to say she was struck with a sphere of inspiration?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's what happened to me today. I thought of a new name for the act. The Starshine Sisters.
Starshine Sisters.
Huh?
Yeah, I like that. The Starshine Sisters. Ooh. What's that?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
Let me see, Pearl.
Ruby, it's nothing.
Pearl, I told you not to take anything.
Yeah, well, you also told me we needed some money to cut that new demo.
Not if it means spending the rest of our lives in jail, no.
We are not going to. I'm already making plans to get rid of them. Besides, no use crying over spilt milk. Can't very well take them back, can I?
No, you sure can't.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Harley.
Did you find someone?
Yeah, my friend come through.
Yeah, he was in Friday night.
You sure?
Yeah, he sat at that table right over there. I sat him there myself. He wanted to be next to the stage.
If bar hopping was an Olympic event, he'd be another Mark Spitz.
What?
Checked out 12 bars. He'd been in 4 of them that night.
But I bet this was his last stop.
Why do you say that?
Well, because when he left, it was almost 2 o'clock. Wouldn't have found any others open.
Was he alone?
He came in by himself, but left with the Macon dolls.
The Macon dolls?
Yeah, singing act. If you can call hitting every other note singing. But they're knockouts to look at, so.
The Macon dolls, what are the names?
Hey, don't ask me that. I book a lot of groups right off the streets. They come in, they look good, so I give them a shot. Afterwards, I slip them $50 and, you know, so much for showbiz.
You leave any publicity pictures?
No. But I told you what they look like.
You did?
Yeah, knockouts. I mean, real knockouts.
An 1836 Siegel-Brecht silver dollar. Not in mint condition, but I must admit, well cared for.
You want to buy it or not?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, it's really not much of a collection, but since you're a friend...
Look, $500, that's the least I'll take for it, all right?
500?
Yeah.
Well, why quibble over a few dollars? I'll have to get the money from my office.
Well, I'll keep an eye on these.
If you wish. $500.
Barnaby Jones Investigations. May I help you?
Is he there?
No, I'm sorry he isn't. May I take a message?
It's Stanley Beauchamp at the Coin Gallery. An associate of Barnaby's stopped by earlier today. He said Barnaby was interested in a stolen coin collection. Well, it just walked in the door.
Did 2 girls bring it in?
2 girls? No, it's a young man. He's waiting here now.
Mr. Beauchamp, the owner of those coins, was murdered.
Murdered? Look, miss, I don't want to get involved with the murderer.
One of them was a redhead, the other brunette. Such faces, such babies.
Real knockouts.
What were their real names?
The real name?
I don't know.
You must have called them something.
Oh, I didn't call them at all. They just walked into my office one morning. And in those 3 minutes, they made the biggest mistake. They sang for me.
They were really that bad, huh?
I don't make snap judgments anymore. Not since I turned down Alice Cooper. Can you beat that? Alice Cooper. I said to myself, what kind of name is that for a grown man? Mr. Jones, whatever happened to singers like Dick Hames, the Andrews Sisters?
Who?
And you never heard from them since?
Not a word. Of course, in this business, they come and go like the wind. Anybody can pluck a guitar, fancies himself another John Denver. And why not? I wish my own kid was another John Denver. Instead, he became a doctor.
Well, the way things are today, Mr. Prideman, you just can't tell how kids are going to turn out. If you should happen to hear from the girls, would you call me, please, at that number?
Why not? Sam Prideman Agency. Oh, yeah, just a minute. Mr. Jones, for you.
Hello?
Oh, Barnaby, I'm so glad I finally found you. I tried 5 other agents.
What is it?
Well, I just got a call from Stanley Beauchamp. There's a man in his store right this minute trying to sell the Dunbar collection. He said he'd try and stall him.
Thank you, Betty. We'll be right over. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Well, what'd you think? I told you!
Now, wait a second. Wait a second. I meant I liked it. I didn't mean I loved it.
Well, what was wrong with it?
It needs work, that's all. Better phrasing. Sharper beat. And that, dun, 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 dun.
You like that, huh?
Sweetheart, that went out with Brenda Lee.
Well, you're still going to produce the demo for us.
Yeah. As soon as you come up with $1,000.
$1,000? You said it would only cost $500.
Hey, that was a ballpark figure. It needs more work than I thought. A couple of extra sidemen wouldn't hurt either. Look, I've got a reputation. I once produced the Space People.
All right, Michael.
Then you can get the bread.
Sure,
Michael, Ruby and me, we were thinking. What we really need is a manager, you know, somebody who could look after us, take us under his wing. And instead of paying him cash up front, what we do is give him a commission and other benefits.
I'll see if I can find somebody for you. When can you get the bread?
I'll give you a call tomorrow.
You do that.
Oh, Harley, this is Michael Albert.
I got to talk to you inside. Come on.
What?
Come on.
Hey, don't. What's wrong with you, Harley?
Hey, you all in trouble. Now get in there.
Harley.
Harley? Michael Albert just happens to be the producer of our new song.
Yeah, where's he going to produce it? In jail? Now, come on.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you what I mean. Now, this coin collection is hot.
Harley, told you I didn't trust that club owner.
Now, I heard the guy on the phone. He said 2 girls done it.
Well, he was wrong.
Well, I suppose he's wrong about murder, too, huh?
Murder?
Harley.
Now, Pearl, I want the truth right now.
I want to hear it now. Come on.
All right, Harley. If that's what you really want, Ruby, it's all right. I think he has right to know, feeling the way we do about each other. When we finished singing the other night, this man invited Ruby over for a swim. In that right, Ruby?
Yeah, only except I didn't want to go by myself, so I asked Pearl to come along with me.
Uh-huh. And while I was resting myself in the bedroom, he left Ruby in the pool, came in, and started attacking me.
She was fighting for her virtue, Harley. When I saw what he was trying to do, I hit him over the head with this brass thing. The next thing I know, he was dead.
You can imagine how scared we were. But then Ruby got this idea to throw the body into the pool so it would look like an accident. And then I saw these things on the dresser. And I said to myself, I said, Pearl, you deserve those for what he just did to you. So I took them. That's the honest truth, Harley.
I don't know what to believe. But I know this, you need a man to get a firm grip on you, and I'm just that man. Now, tonight, you and me, we're going away from here.
Away? Where?
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque? What's there?
A garage. I've been thinking about buying it, and I got enough money put aside, and I can do it now.
Harley, you can't
Ruby, shut up! Now, you and me, we're going tonight, right after I get off work.
Harley, I can't.
You ain't got no choice in the matter. Look, you're coming with me, or I'm gonna turn you into the police. I love you that much, Pearl, and
Well, I don't know if I love you, honey.
Oh, you will. I mean, 2 weeks alone with me, and you'll love me. I'll see to that. You get yourself ready. I'll call you about an hour, all right? Okay. Now, I'm gonna hang on to these.
Mom never said the road be paved with honeysuckle.
Barnaby had an 1836 silver dollar with the artist name engraved at the base, like this, C. Gobrecht. You know how much that's worth?
Before or after inflation?
Almost $2,000. All he wanted was $500 for the whole collection. Barnaby, I know I owed you a favor for helping me convince the police that I had nothing to do with those counterfeit rare coins that floated around last year.
I knew you had too much integrity for that.
But as of now, we're even.
The slate is wiped clean. Now, can you tell us anything more about him?
Just that I wouldn't want to get him angry at me. He was a big, husky guy.
Did you get his name?
No. Wait a minute. Harley.
Why do you say that?
I remember seeing the name Harley stitched to his jacket. And there was an O with a wing along the side. I'll show you.
Flying O.
Harley, will you come out from under there?
Oh, what are you doing here? I told you I'd come get you after I got my car going.
Well, I had to talk to you, Harley. It's important.
Well, go on.
Well, I've been thinking about what you said this afternoon, and I've come to the conclusion that you were right. The best thing for me to do is to go to Albuquerque with you, get married, settle down, have children. You do want children, don't you, Harley?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I do, too. And I hope they're all boys and look just like their daddy. Only... Well,
Only what?
Harley, I just got some terrible news about Ruby.
Well, tell me.
She's sick, Harley. Real sick.
Well, what she got?
The doctor won't know for sure till he performs the operation.
When is that going to be?
We don't know. It costs a lot of money and we don't have any.
How much?
At least 1,000, probably more.
Well, I want to help. How's she going to be my sister-in-law?
Really, Harley?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you could lend us some. You did say you had some saved up, didn't you?
Yeah, I got some.
Well, then, just as soon as little Ruby's back on her feet again, I can join you in Albuquerque.
Pearl, you tell Ruby go ahead and make the arrangements for that operation, okay?
Oh, Harley.
And just as soon as it's over and she's out, you can fly back from Albuquerque and take care of her. All right, and you have to send the bills to me.
Harley?
What do you think? You think I fell off some dumb permanent truck?
I know what you want. Now you get on back there and finish that pack, and I'm gonna pick you up in 1 hour.
All right, well, you can go for it. Creep. Guess there's only one thing left to do. No, Pearl, there's gotta be a better way.
Pearl? Is that you again?
Ruby, it's like Mama was right again. Not even Satan's army can stop the march of true talent.
Did Harley know a couple of singers, called the Making Dolls?
Pretty. One's a brunette, one's a redhead. Yeah, it sounds like the two that used to come around to see him. I didn't know they sang, though.
You know their names?
No, I just started to work here a couple of weeks ago. The little redhead used to bring her car in for Harley to fix. Well, her name would be on a work order then, wouldn't it? No, he didn't write one up. He did the work for free. Didn't want the boss to know about it.
What kind of car?
Oh, 68 wreck. Sort of a faded blue.
Is that all you can tell us about the girls?
Yeah. They sure were pretty.
Just one thing on my mind, a magical ride on a sweet sensation. Love can be so fine, and I got the time. Honey, let's not waste it. Oh, you never can touch the stars above till you've taken the time to fly. And the quickest way to the heart of love is by looking it in the eye. I won't send you no flowers, sweet, talk you for hours. Love needs no disguises, just surprises. Baby, just one thing on my mind, a magical ride on a sweet sensation. Love can be so fine, and I got the time. Honey, let's not waste it. One thing on my mind, a magical ride on a sweet sensation. Love can be so fine, and I got the time. Honey, let's not waste it.
Don't think we can beat that. Kind of bring up the background music as much as possible. Try to drown out the voices.
Did you really like it, Michael?
Hey, like it? That baby's not going to just any flunky. I'm taking it to the head of Carlisle Records himself. But first, I'm taking the Starshine sisters out to dinner. Now go get dressed and meet me at the Samovar in an hour.
Hot darn.
We'll be there.
With bells on.
Samovar, are those record people there? Pearl, honey, we are on our way.
Just hope they have lots of champagne on ice.
Barnaby Jones, can I help you?
Mr. Jones, this is Sam Prideman.
Oh, Mr. Prideman.
I think I saw the Macon dolls. I wouldn't want to bet my life on it, but sure looked like them. Only these girls called themselves the Starshine Sisters.
Where were they?
A recording studio on Wilcox.
Are they still there?
No, they left. But I overheard them saying they was going to the Samovar for dinner.
Would you look at this?
Unless I'm in the wrong business, Carlisle's gonna want a 3-album deal. And you ladies are gonna need a personal manager.
Well, that's why we're counting on you, Michael. Think you can manage it?
I'll even tell you when to breathe.
A couple of knockouts. Wish we had a little more description than that.
Well, we know one's a brunette and one's a redhead.
We're still operating on suspicion. It's worth about 2 cents in the open market.
Want some more champagne?
Yeah.
Hey, you're the singers. The Making Dolls.
I think you've got us mixed up with somebody else.
Are you putting me on? Oh, I get it. You don't want to be recognized in public. I won't tell another soul that you're here, but I caught your act in Whittier, a place called the Red Crow. Sensational. You're a couple of knockouts.
Oh, we never played the Red Crow in Whittier.
We're called the Starshine Sisters.
Well.
Starshine?
Uh-huh. Maybe you caught our act in Vegas. We play Vegas all the time.
Vegas? Where at in Vegas?
The Fiesta Lounge.
Fiesta Lounge? Well, then you must know my friend Sid Howard. He's a musical director there.
Oh, no, I don't think you do either.
You're right. I saw it work once in a Humphrey Bogart picture.
Oh, yeah, we saw that picture. What do you want?
My name's Barnaby Jones. I'm looking for somebody that killed a man named Harry Dunbar, stole his coin collection, and killed an auto mechanic named Harley Nelson.
Sounds like a big assignment.
Yeah, looking for a murderer always did.
Well, then, shouldn't you be working on it? Why, come to us.
Well, I didn't come to you. I came to the Making Dolls.
Starshine.
I'm sorry. Starshine Sisters. An honest mistake. I apologize.
Oh, what did the Making Dolls have to do with all this anyway?
Well, nothing that I can prove yet. But I just want to have a face-to-face confrontation with him and see what kind of reaction I get. Well, sorry to interrupt you. Starshine Sisters. Had a nice ring to it.
Ruby, if he finds out we were the Making Dolls...
We just did.
Oh. Then we better get rid of those coins.
We got to do a whole lot more than that, Pearl. A whole lot more.
Remember him. You kidding? Now, you don't see 2 chicks like that every day. This is it.
This is their car?
This one I parked for him.
It's the prettiest wreck I ever saw.
Maybe they borrowed it from somebody.
Maybe they came into some money. Suddenly. Bought at Royal Motors today.
Does it say who bought it?
No. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to find out.
Hi, Lester. I hope I'm not disturbing anything.
No, I was just watching something on the tube.
Oh. Well, Harley showed me where he lived once, and I just... Well, to tell you the truth, Lester, after what happened to Harley, I just need to be with someone. You can understand that, can't you, Lester?
Sure can. There private detective around asking questions about you and Harley.
There was? Ooh, what'd you tell him?
Well, almost nothing. I didn't know anything.
Oh, well, probably wasn't important anyway. My, you got a real cozy place here, Lester. Kind of place girl feels home in. I bet a lot of them have.
Not many.
Oh, now that's hard to believe. A nice-looking fella like you.
Get a beer? I bought a six-pack on the way home.
You are so cute. But I got a better idea. Why don't we go out someplace? You know, hear some music, have some fun. I mean, we can always come back here later.
I got just a place.
Well, then what are we waiting for?
Can we turn off the TV? You're the last person I expected to see knocking at my door.
Oh, life's road is full of unexpected turns, Lester. Woo!
There's this joint.
Yeah?
I knew from the day I saw you that you and I were made for each other.
Oh, Lester, you're such a one.
Oh, you.
Jones, that car was registered to a Miss Pearl Connors, 3241 Nichols Drive, Hollywood.
What about the new car? Same address?
Oh, yeah, but they wanted both their names on the registration this time, Pearl and Ruby Connors.
How did they finance it?
Oh, it was something you don't see too much of anymore, Mr. Jones. Cold, hard cash. $4,600 worth.
Marty? The owner of the Red Crow identified these pictures, and he is positive they're the making dolls.
Here's the girl that bought the car?
Yep, that's them, all right.
Barnaby Jones, line 1.
Oh, you can take the phone in the office, Mr. Jones.
Thank you. Line 1.
Boy, they're really something, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Real killers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Barnaby Jones.
Barnaby, I just heard from Lieutenant Biddle.
Yeah, I was just about to call him. Things are beginning to fall into place.
Well, according to him, the puzzle is already solved. The police arrested a suspect in Dunbar's murder early this morning.
Who was it?
A young mechanic by the name of Lester Gibson. It seems there was a fire in his trailer late last night. And from what I can gather, the arson investigators discovered the Dunbar collection stuffed behind a seat partition.
So what do you know about that?
Mr. Jones, I've never hurt anybody in my life. I've never even met this Dunbar, or whatever his name is.
According to Lieutenant Biddle, the police think that you killed Harley, too.
Why would I do that?
Well, Lester, the way they figure it is you and Harley followed Ruby and Pearl when they left the Red Crow with Harry Dunbar. Then you waited outside his house till they left. You went inside, you killed him, stole his coin collection, and then later on, you and Harley had a falling out over the coin collection, so you killed him, too.
It's a lie. Harley and I never went any place with each other. I only saw him at work.
How'd the coins get in your trailer?
I don't know. I've never seen the coins.
Did Harley's two girlfriends know where you lived?
One sure did. Last night I was watching television and Pearl, that was her name, came by and asked me to take her out for a drink. So we went out to the little bar and had a few beers. And when I got back, the firemen and the police were there, and before I was arrested for murder, I never killed anybody. I swear it.
Miss Pearl came in. What about her sister Ruby?
Never saw her. Pearl said she liked me. Said she needed someone like me to take care of her.
Well, so far, Lester, you've been doing a pretty good job.
Love can be so fine, and I got the time. Honey, let's not waste
All right, it is good. It is good. But I still think it can be better. Let's take a break for lunch and be back here in an hour. Lou, I still want more bass.
Get my purse.
Man, that sure was pretty. You Ruby and Pearl Connors?
Who wants to know?
Well, now, I don't see anybody else around here asking, so it must be me.
Yeah, well, we're in a hurry.
Well, I got a little message for you here. I think you better take a look at it.
You girls coming?
You go on, Michael. We'll meet you back here. What is this supposed to mean?
Well, now, that depends. To a collector, this thing here's a thing of beauty. To a dealer, it's a way of making a fast buck. But to a friend of mine named Harley Nelson, it was a way of getting himself killed.
You knew Harley?
Like a brother.
Who are you?
Tom Morgan.
Well, he never told me anything about you.
Well, maybe not, but he sure told me a lot about you, Pearl. And your sister Ruby there.
Like what?
Oh, like how you picked up this guy at a bar and you killed him and you stole his coin collection.
He told you that? Dear Gussie, that boy had some imagination, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, don't you know it? He had imagination. I wouldn't quit.
You didn't believe him either.
No, I didn't believe him, no. Not until he met with a little accident. And then I began to wonder, you see, and so I went to see Lester.
Oh, you would see old Lester.
Mm-hmm. Late last night, and just as I got there, you were leaving with him, Pearl. And then I saw something that just blew my mind.
What?
Well, Ruby, you went inside the trailer, you see, and you hid the coin collection behind this sort of seat thing, and then you started a little bit of a fire, but it wasn't a very good fire because I managed to sneak inside and take the coin collection out from behind the seat thing, and there it is, see?
Ruby, I think it's time we told this handsome young man the truth.
Pearl?
I can't hold it in anymore. This is gonna hurt you, Tom. But Harley killed Dunbar, and Lester helped him. Of course, we didn't know anything about it until Harley gave me the coins as a present. But that made Lester mad, and they had this terrible fight. Maybe it was Lester what dropped that old car on Harley. That's the honest truth, Tom.
Well, you sure make it hard not to believe you, Pearl. Except for one little thing. See, now, the night that Dunbar was killed, you see, Harley and I played poker till sunup.
What do you want, Tom?
Well, let's see. How's 50% of everything you make sound?
Like highway robbery, but you got a deal.
Well, now, just a second now. Now, how do I know I can trust you two after what you did to Harley?
Oh, we had good reason for that. After Harley found out we'd accidentally killed Dunbar, he tried to blackmail me into marrying him. Oh. He wanted me to go to Albuquerque with him and run a garage. Can't you just picture that? Shut up. We had to kill him, don't you see? He couldn't understand. He just could never understand that Ruby and me were born to sing. Pearl.
I think Harley was wrong, Pearl. You sang real good. I got it all on tape.
That's it, girls.
No, it isn't. Mr. Jones, you just bring that tape on down here. I'm not fooling. Hurry it up. Now, Pearl, you go up there and get that tape and get his gun. Whoa!
Could you please unbutton your jacket, Mr. Jones? Thank you.
Don't do it again, Pearl. Don't even try.
Tom? Tommy, that was sure a mean trick you played on us.
That's J.R.
Yeah, as Mama used to say, honeysuckle by any other name. Ruby and me, we're going to need the best lawyer in town, and we were wondering if you'd like to invest in our new record to help us pay for it.
Well, Pearl, somehow I get the feeling that even the best lawyer in the country isn't going to charge you very much.
I sure hope you're right. We've always needed somebody to take care of us.
Well, Barnaby, you really think they're going to get away with it?
Not a chance in a million, Jedediah. But I sure wouldn't want to be serving on that jury.
The golden lights of the roadside lounge glowed warmly against the cool California evening as the music drifted across the room. On the small wooden stage, Ruby and Pearl Connors were lost in their harmony, their voices blending into a lively rhythm that had every patron tapping along. Just one thing on my mind, a magical ride on a sweet sensation. Love can be so fine, and I've got the time. Honey, let us not waste it. They sang together with bright smiles and polished choreography. As the final chord resonated, applause rippled through the modest crowd. Harry Dunbar, seated alone at a prime table near the edge of the stage, clapped enthusiastically. His face beamed with admiration as the two sisters stepped down from the platform. Beautiful. Terrific. I truly love it, Harry exclaimed, rising slightly from his chair. Great. Thanks. Ruby replied with a gracious tilt of her head. Harry leaned in, offering a friendly, conspiratorial grin. Say, if you are looking for some fun, I know where you can find it. Pearl arched an eyebrow playfully. Do not tell me you own an amusement park. No. Harry chuckled, shaking his head. Not quite. But I do own a lovely little house near here, complete with a swimming pool, a well-stocked bar, and bright tiki torches out back. Why do you and I not go have ourselves a little party? Ruby exchanged a quick glance with her younger sister before giving a polite, modest smile. That sounds like a wonderful ball, mister, but before leaving home, our dear mother made me promise always to take care of my baby sister, Pearl. Harry laughed heartily and waved his hand in a generous gesture. Bring her along. The more, the merrier. Within the hour, the three of them had arrived at the sprawling suburban house. Tiki torches flickered against the night breeze, casting warm reflections across the clear surface of the backyard pool. Harry sat near the water's edge with Ruby, demonstrating swimming strokes and reminiscing about his younger days. If I'm going to teach you properly, you have got to get a little closer, Harry said, laughing lightly. Did I forget to mention that I used to be a lifeguard back in the day? Ruby smiled gently, sipping her drink. No, but I have a strange feeling there is quite a lot you have not told me. Like what? Harry asked playfully. Like the fact that you are married. Ruby said with a knowing look toward the mantel inside the patio doors. Harry sighed softly, his expression turning thoughtful. All right, yes. I am married, but we are separated. I was away for 15 years, and my wife walked out on me. Just like that. I do not mind telling you, Ruby, it hurt. But that is why I am so glad I found you and your sister tonight. Speaking of which, where is little Pearl anyway? Oh, she is probably just inside resting, Ruby answered softly. She cannot drink very much anyway. Meanwhile, inside the quiet master bedroom, Pearl was curiously examining a polished wooden box resting upon the dresser. When she lifted the lid, a gleam of silver met her eyes, a neatly arranged collection of rare, historic coins. Before she could admire them further, Harry stepped into the doorway, his eyes widening with sudden alarm. "What are you doing in here?" Harry shouted, his voice laced with shock. "You little thief! You were just ripping me off. You and your sister figured you found an easy mark, did you not?" "Oh no, please!" Pearl gasped, backing away in panic. "I was just looking. I'm going to teach you a lesson," Harry yelled, lunging forward to grab the box from her hands. The commotion brought Ruby running into the room. Seeing Harry cornering her sister, Ruby grabbed a heavy brass decorative piece from the nightstand and swung it in self-defense, striking Harry across the temple. The sudden blow sent him stumbling backward, collapsing silently to the carpet. Silence fell over the room, broken only by the rapid breathing of the two sisters. Pearl knelt down, her hands trembling. "He does not look like he is breathing," Pearl whispered in utter terror. "Ruby, he is dead. We better get out of here." Ruby stood frozen, her mind racing to comprehend the tragedy. "We cannot just leave him like this. What if someone saw us leave the club with him? Think of something. We will move him to the pool outside. He had been drinking all evening. People will think he simply slipped on the wet tiles, hit his head on the concrete side, and fell in." "What about these coins?" Pearl asked, holding the box. "Put everything back," Ruby insisted urgently. "If we take anything, they will know it was not an accidental fall. Take a cloth and wipe down every single surface we touched." "I mean everything, Pearl." "I hear you, Ruby," Pearl stammered, hurrying to wipe away their fingerprints. In a daze of fear and poor judgment, Pearl quietly slipped the small box of historic coins into her purse as they carefully arranged the scene by the pool, hoping the tragic accident would never be traced back to their frightened self-defense. The following morning, the sun shone brightly over the quiet neighborhood. Barnaby Jones stood near the edge of the Dunbar swimming pool, looking down into the still water as Harry's grieving wife, Mrs. Dunbar, spoke with him. "I can remember a time when the only thing people did in pools was swim," Barnaby remarked softly, his experienced eyes scanning the peaceful yard. "My husband bought this place a few years ago," Mrs. Dunbar said, her voice trembling with emotion. "Mr. Jones, I simply do not believe this was a pure accident. I know the police found nothing to suggest otherwise, but Harry never went swimming late at night, whether he was drunk or completely sober. In fact, he rarely used the pool at all. He had other distractions." "What kind of distractions?" Barnaby inquired gently. Mrs. Dunbar looked down. "Other women. Harry was going through a difficult middle-aged crisis. I discovered he had been frequenting neighborhood bars and meeting strangers. I confronted him several months ago, and he swore he would stop. He said he loved me, and because I loved him, I forgave him. Still, with me out of town for a few days, I fear he brought someone home, and someone may have taken his rare coin collection as well." "Could your husband have sold the coins while you were away?" Barnaby asked. "That is what the investigators suggested," Mrs. Dunbar admitted with tears in her eyes. "But Harry adored those historic coins. Please, Mr. Jones, if Harry's death was a terrible accident that I might have prevented had I stayed home, I will carry that guilt on my conscience forever. I need to know the truth." "I will do everything I can," Barnaby assured her warmly. Across town, at an automotive repair shop, the clang of metal echoed from the garage bays. Pearl stood beside a faded blue sedan with its hood propped open, watching a sturdy young mechanic named Harley Nelson work with a wrench. "Can you fix it or not, Harley?" Pearl asked with an impatient smile. Anything that runs on gasoline I can fix, Harley replied, wiping grease from his forehead. To tell you the honest truth, Pearl, I am getting pretty tired of repairing this old car for nothing. I never get anything in return. Pearl laughed softly. Harley, we go out together, do we not? I am not talking about casual dates, Harley said earnestly, setting down his tool. I want you to marry me, Pearl. Settle down, move away with me, and have a family. Harley, I cannot give up my singing career, Pearl replied gently. Ruby and I were born to sing together on the stage. But you are not getting anywhere in show business, Harley pointed out. True talent takes time to mature, Pearl retorted proudly. We're going to make it big. You will see. Now, are you going to finish fixing this engine, or do I need to take it somewhere else? Harley shook his head with fond exasperation and called across the garage floor. Lester, are you using that socket wrench over there? Here you go, Harley. The young assistant mechanic, Lester Gibson, called back, handing over the tool before returning to buff a fender. Pearl reached into her bag and pulled out a single silver coin, holding it out to Harley. You want payment? This time I'm going to pay you properly for your work. Harley frowned at the gleaming metal. I thought you said you were completely broke. I am right now, Pearl explained smoothly. But as soon as I find a buyer for this old coin collection, I will have plenty of cash. We received it as a special bonus for performing at a private club last weekend. The owner claimed it was worth far more than our usual fee. But between you and me, I think that owner was a bit shady. Who knows where he got it? I was hoping you might know a coin dealer who would buy it without asking a million questions. Harley hesitated, looking into her eyes. I have a friend who deals in collectibles. I can see if he will take a look at it. I would sure appreciate that, honey, Pearl said, kissing his cheek. Later that afternoon, in the small living room of the apartment shared by the sisters, Pearl burst through the front door with boundless energy. Ruby, Pearl called out. Remember how Mama always used to say she was struck with a sudden sphere of inspiration? Yes, Pearl, Ruby answered from the kitchenette. Well, that happened to me today, Pearl said proudly. I thought of a brand new name for our musical act, the Starshine Sisters. Ruby smiled warmly at the suggestion. The Starshine Sisters. Yes, I really like that name. It sounds bright and promising. Then Ruby's eyes caught sight of the open box sitting on the coffee table. Her smile vanished instantly. Pearl, what is that? Nothing, Ruby, Pearl murmured sheepishly. Pearl, I explicitly told you not to take anything from that house, Ruby scolded in a hushed whisper. You also told me we desperately needed money to record our new demo track, Pearl defended herself. We cannot make our dreams come true without funds. Not if it means spending our lives behind bars, Ruby insisted. We are not going to jail, Pearl said reassuringly. I am already making arrangements to sell them quietly. Besides, there is no use crying over spilt milk. We cannot very well walk back into that house and return them, can we? No, you certainly cannot, Ruby sighed heavily. Before they could discuss it further, a knock sounded at the door, and Harley walked inside, holding a slip of paper. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Pearl, Harley said. My dealer friend agreed to take a look at the coins. Meanwhile, Barnaby Jones was methodically retracing Harry Dunbar's movements on the night of the incident. He arrived at the Red Crow Lounge and spoke with the bartender. Yes, Harry was in here on Friday night, the bartender confirmed, wiping down the mahogany counter. He sat at that very table right near the stage. If bar hopping were an Olympic event, Harry would have won gold medals. He wandered in around midnight. Was he alone? Barnaby asked. He arrived alone, but he left with the singing duo, the bartender replied. They called themselves the Macon Dolls. 2 stunning young women, one a brunette and the other a redhead. They gave a lively performance, and Harry seemed completely charmed by them. I slipped them $50 after the show, and they headed out together. Do you happen to have any promotional photographs or contact names? Barnaby inquired. No names, no photos, the bartender answered. Just 2 absolute knockouts. Across town, Harley walked into Stanley Beauchamp's prestigious coin gallery, placing the antique silver coin on the velvet counter. Stanley Beauchamp examined the coin through his jeweler's loupe, his eyebrows rising in genuine appreciation. An 1836 Christian Gobrecht silver dollar. Not quite in mint condition, but extraordinarily well cared for. You say you want to sell the entire collection? $500 in cash, and it is all yours, Harley demanded plainly. $500 is an exceptional bargain for such pieces, Stanley replied smoothly. Allow me just a moment to retrieve the cash from my back office. While Harley waited patiently in the showroom, Stanley quietly picked up the telephone in his private office and dialed Barnaby Jones Investigations. Barnaby Jones Investigations, may I help you? Betty, Barnaby's sharp assistant, answered from the agency desk. Is Barnaby available? Stanley whispered urgently into the receiver. This is Stanley Beecham from the Coin Gallery. One of Barnaby's associates stopped by earlier today asking about a missing rare coin collection. A young man just walked into my store trying to sell those exact pieces. Mr. Beecham, please try to stall him, Betty instructed calmly. The owner of those coins was found dead. Barnaby will head over immediately. Dead? Stanley gasped, looking nervously through the office window. I do not want any trouble with dangerous criminals. At that exact moment, Barnaby was concluding an interview with Sam Pridman, a seasoned theatrical talent agent in downtown Los Angeles. Redhead and brunette, wonderful stage presence, real knockouts, Sam Pridman recalled with a dramatic sigh. They walked right into my office one morning, sang 3 minutes, and demanded immediate stardom. In this business, hopefuls come and go like the summer wind. Anybody who can strum 3 chords thinks they're the next great legend. The office phone rang, and Sam handed the receiver across the desk. Mr. Jones, it is your office. Barnaby, Betty said quickly when he answered. Stanley Beecham called. A man is at the gallery right now trying to sell the Dunbar coins. Thank you, Betty. I am on my way, Barnaby replied, thanking the agent and rushing out the door. At a nearby independent recording studio, Ruby and Pearl finished singing their signature song under the guidance of music producer Michael Albert. Well, Michael, what did you think? Ruby asked eagerly through the studio microphone. Michael removed his headphones with a measured expression. I liked it. I did not say I loved it. It needs refined phrasing, a sharper tempo, and modern arrangements. But I can produce a top-tier demo for you as soon as you provide $1,000. $1,000? Pearl gasped. You told us $500 yesterday. That was a rough preliminary estimate, Michael explained smoothly. Quality production requires experienced studio musicians. If you want a hit record, you need proper backing. Ruby stepped forward with a charming smile. Michael, Pearl, and I were thinking that what we truly need is a dedicated manager to guide our career. Instead of all the cash up front, perhaps we could offer a generous percentage of our future earnings. I will consider finding representation for you, Michael replied cautiously. Give me a call tomorrow once you secure the production fee. As the sisters exited the studio into the bright afternoon sun, Harley suddenly appeared around the corner, grabbing Pearl by the arm and pulling her aside. Harley, what is the matter with you? Pearl cried out in surprise. You are in serious trouble, Pearl, Harley said, his voice trembling with anger and fear. That coin collection you gave me is stolen property. I heard the dealer on the phone mentioning a murder investigation. Ruby and Pearl froze. Realizing there was no longer any room for simple excuses, Pearl looked up at Harley with tearful, pleading eyes. Harley, please listen to me. Pearl spoke softly, crafting a desperate explanation. After our performance, that man invited Ruby over for a swim. Ruby did not want to go alone, so I accompanied her. Later, while Ruby was outside by the pool, he came into the bedroom and became aggressive toward me. I was terrified and trying to defend myself, so I grabbed a heavy object and hit him. It was a tragic accident. When he fell, we panicked completely. Ruby suggested moving him to the pool so nobody would blame us, and I took the coins out of sheer distress. That is the whole truth, Harley. Harley stared at her, torn between his moral conscience and his deep affection for her. I do not know what to say, Pearl, but I know this. You need a strong, steady man to guide your life properly. Tonight, you and I are leaving town for Albuquerque. I have savings set aside to buy a repair garage there. We will get married, live an honest life, and leave all of this behind. If you do not come with me, I will have no choice but to go to the authorities. Pearl looked down, concealing her frustration. All right, Harley, give me 1 hour to pack my things. As Harley walked away to ready his vehicle, Ruby turned to her sister with wide eyes. Pearl, what are we going to do? We cannot give up our entire musical future. Do not worry, Ruby, Pearl whispered determinedly. True talent will always find a way forward. Pearl immediately walked over to the repair shop where Harley was preparing his car, adopting an expression of profound sorrow. Harley, Pearl said softly, leaning against the garage counter. I want to go to Albuquerque with you. I truly do. But I just received heartbreaking news about Ruby. She has fallen gravely ill, and the doctor says she needs an urgent medical operation that costs at least $1,000. If you could lend us the money from your savings to cover her surgery, I can join you the moment she recovers. Harley looked at Pearl, his expression hardening as he saw through the fabricated story. Pearl, do you think I was born yesterday? I know exactly what you're trying to do. You want that $1,000 for your music demo. Go home, finish packing your bags, and be ready when I come to pick you up in 1 hour. No more games. Defeated, Pearl returned to Ruby. He did not believe me. He insists on taking us away from our music. There has to be a peaceful, honest solution, Ruby murmured anxiously. An hour later, Barnaby Jones and his young associate, Jedediah Jones, arrived at the auto repair shop to follow up on the description of the man who visited the coin gallery. They found Lester working alone beneath the garage lights. Did Harley Nelson know a pair of singers called the Macon Dolls? Barnaby asked Lester politely. Harley was friendly with 2 attractive young women who came by often, Lester explained helpfully. The red-headed lady drove a faded blue 1968 sedan. Harley always worked on her car free of charge because he liked her so much. While Barnaby continued investigating, Michael Albert called the sisters with exciting news. He had secured an exclusive dinner meeting with top record executives at the upscale Samovar restaurant to present their newly finished demo tape. That evening at the Samovar, Ruby and Pearl sat at a candlelit table, raising glasses of sparkling cider with Michael. To the Starshine sisters and our bright future in music, Ruby toasted cheerfully. Across the dining room, Barnaby Jones walked in, accompanied by Jedediah. Spotting the 2 women whose descriptions matched every clue, Barnaby approached their table with a calm, polite smile. Excuse me, ladies, Barnaby greeted warmly. Are you the talented singers known as the Macon Dolls? Pearl looked up with practiced innocence. I believe you have mistaken us for someone else, sir. We are the Starshine sisters. Is that so? Barnaby asked with a twinkle of detective intuition in his eye. Perhaps I caught your wonderful act in Las Vegas at the Fiesta Lounge? Why, yes, Pearl replied quickly. We perform at the Fiesta Lounge in Vegas all the time. Barnaby smiled gently. Then you must surely know my dear friend Sid Howard, the longtime musical director there. Pearl paused, realizing she had walked into a gentle conversational trap. Well, we do not know him personally. Neither do I. Barnaby chuckled softly. Sid Howard is a name I borrowed from an old Humphrey Bogart mystery film. My name is Barnaby Jones. I am currently investigating the tragic demise of Harry Dunbar, the disappearance of his coin collection, and the recent suspicious events involving a mechanic named Harley Nelson. Ruby kept her composure, offering a polite nod. That sounds like very serious work, Mr. Jones. We truly hope you find whoever was responsible, but we have a recording career to focus on. Thank you for your time, ladies, Barnaby said graciously, stepping back to let them finish their evening. As soon as Barnaby departed, Ruby whispered anxiously across the table. Pearl, the investigator, is closing in. We have to resolve this once and for all without causing any more harm. Late that night, Pearl visited Lester's quiet mobile home on the outskirts of town, knocking gently on the door. Hi, Lester, Pearl said softly as he opened the door. I hope I am not disturbing you. After everything that has happened recently, I felt so lonely and just needed a kind friend to talk to. Why do we not go out to the local diner, grab a warm cup of coffee, and listen to some jukebox music? Sure, Pearl. Lester smiled warmly, pleased by the friendly invitation. Let me just turn off the television. While Lester and Pearl sat at the diner enjoying friendly conversation, Ruby quietly placed the box of rare coins inside Lester's trailer. hoping that leaving the evidence behind would clear their path. However, Jedediah Jones was keeping watch nearby, carefully observing every movement to ensure no innocent party was wrongly blamed. The next morning at the soundstage, Ruby and Pearl were rehearsing their vocal tracks with genuine passion. "Love can be so fine. Honey, let us not waste it," they sang, harmonizing with heartfelt emotion. Michael signaled for a lunch break, and as the musicians dispersed, Jedediah Jones stepped onto the soundstage holding the small wooden box of historic coins. "That was a wonderful performance, ladies," Jedediah said, approaching the stage. Pearl looked at the young man with curiosity. "Who are you?" "My name is Jedediah Jones," he introduced himself calmly. "I believe this collection belongs to the Dunbar estate. You know, running away from the truth never solves anything. A true career built on honesty and integrity is the only one that truly lasts." Barnaby Jones walked into the studio, joined by Lieutenant Biddle of the local police department. "Ladies," Barnaby said in his calm, fatherly tone, "we know everything that happened that evening. We know Harry's passing was a tragic accident born out of fear and panic, not calculated malice. But trying to hide the truth, taking what did not belong to you, and letting others take the blame is no way to live your lives or pursue your dreams." Ruby looked at Pearl, her eyes filling with genuine remorse and relief. She stepped forward and took a deep breath. "Mr. Jones is right, Pearl," Ruby said softly, placing a comforting hand on her sister's shoulder. "Mama always taught us to be honest, no matter how difficult the road gets. We made terrible mistakes out of fear, and we need to take responsibility for them." Pearl wiped a tear from her cheek and nodded in agreement. "You are right, Ruby. We were so focused on making our musical dreams come true that we lost sight of what was right." Lieutenant Biddle stepped forward with a respectful nod, acknowledging their full cooperation and truthfulness. "You know, Mr. Jones," Pearl said with a faint, hopeful smile as they prepared to accompany the officers, "Ruby and I are going to need a very understanding attorney. Do you think anyone would be willing to invest in our future record to help us pay the legal fees?" Barnaby chuckled warmly, his kind eyes reflecting years of understanding human nature. "Well, Pearl, when the court hears the honest truth about what happened and sees your genuine desire to make amends, I have a feeling justice will be served with a great deal of mercy." "I sure hope so," Pearl replied with a bright spark of optimism. "We have always just wanted to share our music with the world." As the sisters walked out into the sunlight with clear consciences and a chance at eventual redemption, Jedediah turned to his older mentor with a smile. "Do you think they will ever get their big break in music, Barnaby?" Jedediah asked. "With real honesty, hard work, and that much natural talent, Jedediah," Barnaby replied thoughtfully, "everyone deserves a second chance to sing their song."
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production, starring Buddy Ebsen, also starring Lee Meriwether and Mark Shera, with guest stars Mary and Chin and Chris Robinson, and special guest star Cassie Yates, in the story titled Duet for Dying. The neon glow of the lounge illuminated the velvet curtains as the duo hit their final harmony with undeniable warmth and ambition. "Just one thing on my mind, a magical ride on a sweet sensation. Love can be so fine, and I have got the time, honey, let us not waste it. Just one thing on my mind on a sweet sensation. Love can be so fine, and I have got the time, honey, let us not waste it." From the front table, enthusiastic applause broke the hum of the room. "Beautiful, terrific, absolutely wonderful," the man cheered, raising his glass. "I love it, just great." "Thank you so much," Ruby replied, offering a radiant smile while stepping down from the low platform. "Say, if you two are looking for some real fun after hours, I know the exact place to find it," the man offered smoothly, straightening his collar. Ruby tilted her head with a teasing grin. "Do not tell me you own an amusement park." "No, but I do own a very comfortable home near here, complete with a private swimming pool, a well-stocked beverage counter, and glowing tiki torches out back. Why do you and I not go over and have a proper celebration?" Ruby hesitated with gentle charm. "That sounds like a wonderful ball, truly. But before leaving home, my dear mother made me promise never to lose sight of my little sister, Pearl." The evening progressed to the quiet suburban house, bathed in the soft glow of garden lights. Harry stood near the edge of the water, attempting to demonstrate a few graceful strokes from the poolside. If I'm going to teach you the proper technique, you got to stand a little closer, Harry chuckled, leaning on the railing. Oh, is that so? Ruby remarked, taking a slight step back. Wait just a moment. Did you not mention earlier that you used to be a certified lifeguard? Yes, of course, Harry replied. I have a strange feeling there is quite a lot you have not mentioned, Ruby said knowingly. Like what? Harry asked with an innocent shrug. Like the fact that you are married, Ruby noted softly. Harry sighed, running a hand through his hair. All right, yes, I am married, but we have been separated for quite some time. My wife walked out on me 15 years ago. Just packed her bags and left. I do not mind admitting to you, Ruby, it genuinely hurt my pride. But that is precisely why I was so delighted to meet you and your sweet little sister Pearl tonight. Speaking of which, where has Polly wandered off to? Oh, she is probably just resting inside, Ruby replied casually. She does not stay up very late anyway. Inside the quiet study of the house, Harry stepped in to find Pearl carefully examining a velvet display case. A sudden misunderstanding shattered the gentle calm. What are you doing over there? Harry shouted, his voice rising in alarm. You're going through my private collection. You and your sister thought you found an easy target, did you not? No, please, Pearl pleaded, stepping backward in fright. Now see here, I am going to teach you a lesson in manners, Harry insisted, reaching forward hastily. Pearl called out in distress, Ruby, help. Ruby rushed in from the terrace. In the sudden commotion, hands collided, balance was lost near the edge of the hallway, and Harry stumbled backward against the low marble sill, collapsing instantly into stillness. Ruby knelt beside him in sheer panic, checking his wrist. He is not moving at all, Pearl. He has passed away. We have to get out of here right now. We cannot leave everything in total disarray, Pearl whispered, trembling. What if someone saw us depart the lounge with him? Think quickly, Ruby urged. We will place him gently near the pool. Everyone knows he had been drinking and enjoying the evening. People will assume he simply slipped on the wet deck and hit his head on the side. But we must put every single item back in its proper place so that nothing looks out of order. Take this cloth and wipe every surface clean. I hear you, Ruby. I am doing it right now, Pearl responded, hurrying to restore the room to absolute order before the two slipped quietly into the cool night air. The following morning, the sun glistened brightly over the pristine water of the backyard swimming pool. Barnaby Jones stood on the paved patio, observing the tranquil surroundings alongside a deeply concerned client. I can still remember a time when the only thing people used pools for was swimming, Barnaby reflected with a calm, grandfatherly cadence. My late husband bought this place several years ago, Mrs. Dunbar explained, her hands clasped tightly. Mr. Jones, I simply cannot bring myself to believe this was a mere accident. The local authorities found no initial signs of foul play, but Harry never went swimming late at night, whether sober or otherwise. In fact, he rarely ever used the pool. He had other pastimes. What sort of pastimes, Mrs. Dunbar? Barnaby asked gently. Other women, she confessed with quiet sadness. Harry was experiencing something of a late midlife crisis. I discovered months ago that he had taken to visiting neighborhood establishments and striking up acquaintances. I confronted him directly, and he swore he would stop. He told me he still loved me, and because I loved him, I forgave him. Still, with me away from home for a few days, I suspect he brought someone here. Someone who might also have taken his prized coin collection. Could your husband not have sold the collection himself while you were away? Barnaby inquired reasonably. That was the initial assumption, she replied, but Harry truly adored those historic coins. Please, Mr. Jones. If there is even a chance that his passing was a tragic mishap I could have prevented by staying home, the guilt will linger forever. I need the absolute truth. I will do everything within my power, Barnaby promised with sincere reassurance. Across town, in the noisy bay of an auto repair shop, Harley Nelson was wiping grease from his hands with a faded cloth as Pearl stood beside the open hood of a battered sedan. Can you fix it up or not, Harley? Pearl asked with her sweetest smile. Anything that runs on standard gasoline, I can certainly repair, Harley grumbled good-naturedly. But to tell you the honest truth, I am getting a little tired of doing all this mechanical work without seeing any real future for us. What do you mean by that? Pearl protested playfully. We go out together regularly, do we not? I am not talking about casual dinners, Harley said firmly. I want you to settle down, marry me, and start a family. Harley, you know I cannot give up my singing career, Pearl insisted passionately. Ruby and I were born to perform together on stage. You two have not caught a major break yet, Harley countered. That is only because authentic talent requires time and patience to truly mature, Pearl declared proudly.
We're going to make it big.
Now, will you fix the engine, or must I take it elsewhere? Harley turned toward the next bay. Lester, are you using that socket wrench over there? May I borrow it for a moment? Here you go, Harley, Lester answered, handing the tool over before returning to his own workbench. All right, Harley said, turning back to Pearl. If you want work done, you'll have to pay standard rates this time. I thought you knew I was temporarily short on cash, Pearl said. But the moment I find a buyer for a very unique vintage coin collection, I will have plenty of funds. Where on earth did you acquire vintage coins? Harley asked with sudden curiosity. We received them as payment for performing at a private venue last weekend, Pearl improvised smoothly. The gentleman claimed they were worth far more than our typical performance fee. Why do you not help me find an appreciative private buyer who understands rare collectibles? I happen to know a reputable dealer downtown, Harley replied thoughtfully. I will see if he is interested. Hey, Pearl, Lester called out with a grin. Can you really bring that old blue machine back to life? She certainly will. Pearl smiled brightly. Later that afternoon, in a modest rehearsal apartment, Pearl burst through the doorway with excitement. Ruby, remember how Mama always told us she would suddenly be struck by a brilliant flash of inspiration? Pearl asked, striking a theatrical pose. I certainly do, Ruby chuckled, resting her sheet music. That is exactly what happened to me today, Pearl announced. I have conceived our brand new official stage name, the Starshine Sisters. The Starshine Sisters, Ruby repeated, testing the melody of the words. Yes, I genuinely like that. It has a lovely ring to it. Wait, what is that in your bag? Oh, it is nothing at all, Pearl said, trying to tuck a small leather pouch behind a cushion. Let me see that, Pearl, Ruby insisted, her expression turning stern. I specifically told you we should never hold on to anything that does not belong to us. You also reminded me that we need $500 to produce our new studio demonstration record, Pearl argued gently. We are not going to keep them forever. I have already arranged for a discreet sale, and as Mama always said, there is no use crying over spilt milk. We cannot very well walk back into that house, can we? No, you certainly have a point there, Ruby sighed. Just then, Harley knocked and walked inside with a confident stride. Greetings, Ruby. Hello, Pearl. My associate at the gallery agreed to take a look at the item. Meanwhile, Barnaby Jones was methodically retracing Harry Dunbar's final evening, speaking with the manager of a lively downtown club. Yes, Mr. Dunbar was definitely here on Friday evening, the manager confirmed, leaning over the wooden counter. He sat right at that corner table near the stage. If touring the local night spots were an athletic sport, Harry would have earned a gold medal. I understand he visited several places, Barnaby noted. This was his final stop of the night, almost 2 a.m, the manager explained. He left in the company of 2 very attractive young ladies who performed a musical set. Do you happen to recall their stage name or identities? Barnaby inquired. They called themselves the Macon Dolls, the manager recalled. They were absolute knockouts in appearance, true showstoppers. I paid them their $50 performance stipend in cash, and off they went into the night. Across town at the historic coin gallery, Harley placed a shining specimen onto the velvet tray before Stanley Beecham. An 1836 Gobrecht silver dollar, Stanley observed through his magnifying loupe with genuine admiration. While not in absolute mint condition, it has been exceptionally well preserved. Are you prepared to make an offer? Harley asked. It is a modest lot overall, but since you were referred by an acquaintance, I can offer $500 in cash, Stanley agreed. Harley nodded promptly. That is a fair agreement. Allow me to retrieve the funds from the secure office, Stanley said, stepping toward the back room. While the dealer stepped away, the telephone at Barnaby Jones Investigations rang. Betty answered professionally. Barnaby Jones Investigations, may I assist you? Is Mr. Jones available? Stanley Beecham asked urgently over the line. A gentleman has just walked into my gallery attempting to sell the very collection matching the description Mr. Jones provided earlier today. Betty took down the details immediately. Mr. Beecham, that property is connected to a serious ongoing investigation. Please delay the gentleman as politely as possible. Stanley returned to the front counter, but Harley, sensing an unexpected delay and noticing the dealer's anxious expression, quickly gathered the pouch and excused himself from the store. Barnaby arrived at an entertainment agency down the street, consulting veteran booking agent Sam Pridman. Two lovely performers, Sam recalled with a nostalgic smile. One vibrant redhead, one charming brunette. Real stunners. They walked into my office seeking representation, but I have learned never to make hasty promises, not since I once passed on Alice Cooper years ago. Can you imagine that? Whatever happened to traditional harmony acts like the Andrews Sisters? If you should hear from them again, Mr. Pridman, would you kindly contact my office? Barnaby asked, handing over his business card. Just as Barnaby was about to leave, the desk phone rang. Sam passed the receiver over. Mr. Jones, it is for you. Barnaby, Betty said quickly. Stanley Beecham called to report that a young man attempted to sell the 1836 silver dollar, but departed before authorities could arrive. Thank you, Betty, Barnaby replied calmly. We are making steady progress. In an independent recording studio, music producer Michael Albert took off his headphones and addressed Ruby and Pearl with a critical look. Well, what did you think of our harmony? Pearl asked eagerly. It is decent, but it requires substantial refinement, Michael stated frankly. Sharper timing, better vocal arrangement, and those repetitive background notes belong to an earlier decade. I am willing to produce your master demo, but studio time and professional musicians will cost $1,000. $1,000, Ruby gasped. You previously estimated $500. That was a preliminary estimate, Michael explained. Professional quality demands proper investment. Ruby offered a charming smile. Michael, what we truly need is a dedicated personal manager to guide our career, someone who earns a fair percentage of our future success rather than asking for immediate cash. Michael smiled slightly. Secure the necessary funds first, and we can discuss management. Call me tomorrow. As Michael stepped out into the hallway, Harley rushed inside, pulling Pearl aside with a stern look on his face. You are in serious trouble, Pearl, Harley said under his breath. Harley, Michael Albert is producing our breakthrough record, Pearl protested. Where are you planning to release it? Harley asked. The coin dealer recognized that collection immediately. He was on the phone talking about a major police inquiry regarding Harry Dunbar. Pearl took a steadying breath, looking Harley directly in the eye. All right, Harley, since we care about each other, you deserve to know the complete and honest truth. After our performance, Mr. Dunbar invited Ruby over to his home to discuss musical bookings. Ruby did not wish to go alone, so she asked me to accompany her. While I was resting quietly in the guest room, the gentleman became overly aggressive and attempted to compromise my virtue. I had to defend myself, and in the struggle, he lost his balance and fell against a decorative brass stand. Ruby nodded in solemn agreement. We were terribly frightened, Harley. We placed him near the water, so it would appear as an unfortunate accident. Pearl took the small collection afterward out of pure distress. That is the honest truth. Harley looked at Pearl with a mixture of exasperation and deep affection. You too need a firm hand to keep you out of trouble, and I am the man to do it. Tonight, you and I are packing our bags and moving to Albuquerque. Albuquerque? Pearl asked, surprised. I have enough savings to purchase a thriving auto repair garage there, Harley stated firmly. We will start a proper life together. You get yourself packed, and I will pick you up in 1 hour. After Harley departed, Pearl turned to Ruby with a determined sigh. It seems our path is slightly complicated, but as Mama always taught us, True dedication overcomes every obstacle. Later that afternoon, Barnaby and his associate JR arrived at the repair garage, inquiring with Lester about Harley's recent associates. Harley often helped a couple of talented young singers. Lester shared freely. One had lovely dark hair, the other bright auburn hair. The young lady with auburn hair drove an older faded blue sedan, and Harley always tuned the engine for her, without charging a single penny. Did they leave a name or address? JR asked. No paperwork was ever filed, Lester replied, but they were remarkably polite and memorable ladies. Meanwhile, back at the recording facility, Michael Albert listened to the newly polished vocal track with complete satisfaction. Now that is what I call a master performance, Michael praised enthusiastically. I am presenting this directly to the executive board at Carlisle Records. But first, the Starshine sisters are coming with me to celebrate over dinner at the Samovar. We will be there with bells on. Pearl cheered joyfully. At that moment, Sam Pridman telephoned Barnaby's office. Mr. Jones, I just spotted those two talented performers at a local rehearsal studio. They mentioned heading to the Samovar for an early evening meal. A short time later, inside the warm and elegant dining room of the Samovar, Ruby and Pearl were raising their sparkling glasses with Michael when Barnaby Jones approached their table with polite courtesy. Good evening, ladies, Barnaby began with a gentle smile. You must be the talented musical duo known as the Macon Dolls. I believe you have mistaken us for someone else, Ruby replied smoothly. We are the Starshine sisters. My mistake, Barnaby remarked casually. Perhaps I caught your exceptional performance in Las Vegas. We perform in Las Vegas frequently, Pearl chimed in with poise. At the Fiesta Lounge. Is that so? Barnaby said warmly. Then you surely must know my good friend Sid Howard, the longtime musical director there. Pearl paused for a split second before smiling sweetly. Of course we do. Barnaby chuckled softly. That is remarkable, considering Sid Howard is entirely a fictional name from a classic Humphrey Bogart cinema feature. The sisters exchanged a quick, knowing glance. What is it you are truly investigating, Mr. Jones? Ruby asked calmly. I am looking into the unfortunate passing of Mr. Harry Dunbar, as well as the recent disappearance of a valuable historic coin collection, Barnaby explained. The Starshine sisters have no knowledge of such matters, Ruby answered with dignified composure. I appreciate your time, ladies, Barnaby concluded politely, tipping his hat as he stepped away. Have a pleasant dinner. As Barnaby departed, Ruby whispered quietly to Pearl, if he is connecting our past appearances, we need to ensure our affairs are completely in order. Later that evening, Pearl paid a friendly visit to Lester's residential trailer park. She knocked gently on the door, holding a warm smile. Lester, I hope I am not disturbing your evening, Pearl said softly as he opened the door. Not at all, Pearl. I was just watching the evening program, Lester replied warmly, inviting her inside. With everything so quiet at the shop lately, I simply felt the need for some good company, Pearl confessed sweetly. You have such a cozy home here, Lester. Why do we not step out to a neighborhood diner for some refreshments and cheerful music? That sounds like a wonderful idea, Lester agreed cheerfully, reaching for his jacket and switching off the television set. While Lester and Pearl enjoyed their friendly outing, Ruby quietly stopped by the exterior of the property to leave a package securely stored, ensuring that the misunderstandings surrounding the coins would soon be addressed through legal channels. The following morning, Barnaby met with Lieutenant Biddle regarding recent developments. The authorities had recovered the intact Dunbar collection from a secure compartment near Lester's workbench following a small electrical wiring flare in the yard, leading investigators to question the young mechanic. Mr. Jones, I have never harmed a single soul in my entire life, Lester pleaded earnestly during Barnaby's visit. Pearl invited me out for a casual beverage last night, and when I returned, officials were examining the property. I had no idea those items were stored anywhere near my space. I believe you, Lester. Barnaby reassured him with a steady nod. The pieces of this puzzle are finally coming together in their true light. Back at the soundstage, Ruby and Pearl were concluding another flawless rehearsal of their signature song. Love can be so fine, honey, let us not waste it, they sang in perfect, uplifting harmony. Producer Michael Albert signaled from the mixing board. Excellent performance, ladies. Let us take an hour for lunch before our final mastering session. As Michael stepped out, J.R. Jones walked into the studio, holding an authentic antique silver coin between his fingers. That was truly beautiful music, J.R. remarked, leaning against the doorway. Are you Ruby and Pearl Connors? Who is asking? Ruby replied cautiously. My name is Tom Morgan. J.R. introduced himself with a pleasant southern drawl. I happen to be a close associate of Harley Nelson. Harley shared quite a few stories with me about your incredible talent and about how you two found yourselves in a complicated situation involving Harry Dunbar's rare collection. Harley had quite a vivid imagination, Pearl replied with a disarming smile. He certainly did, J.R. agreed smoothly. But the truth is, Harley and I were playing friendly cards until sunrise on the evening Mr. Dunbar had his accident. So, whatever took place, Harley was never personally involved. Pearl looked at him with heartfelt sincerity. Tom, the honest truth is that Mr. Dunbar's passing was a complete and tragic mishap, caused when he slipped during an unexpected argument. We were terrified that nobody would believe our innocence, and everything that followed was simply our clumsy attempt to protect our lifelong musical dream. Ruby and I have worked since childhood to share our music with the world. Barnaby Jones stepped into the studio from the observation booth, holding a small portable recording device that had captured their honest confession. That settles the matter fairly and truthfully, ladies, Barnaby said gently. Pearl looked at the seasoned investigator with genuine warmth rather than malice. Well, Mr. Jones, as our dear mother used to say, true talent will always find its audience, even if the road takes an unexpected detour. Ruby and I are going to need the finest legal counselor in the city, and we were wondering if you might like to invest in our debut record to help cover the legal fees. Barnaby smiled with deep amusement and genuine warmth. Well, Pearl, somehow I have a feeling that any defense attorney hearing your remarkable story will represent you with the utmost care and consideration. I certainly hope you are right, Mr. Jones. Pearl smiled back with unbreakable optimism. We have always appreciated having good people look out for us. As the sisters walked gracefully alongside the officers toward the precinct to clear their legal records once and for all, J.R. turned to his older partner with a broad grin. Do you really think a jury will be too harsh on those two, Barnaby? Not in a million years, Jedediah. Barnaby replied with a gentle laugh, adjusting his hat under the bright California sun. But I certainly would not want the task of trying to outtalk them in open court.